Hi everyone, it's Lisa from Two Garden Girlies. I neglected to video when my Bartzella Itos were in all their glory, so I will post a photo of them because we just had a good heavy rain today. Remember I said the Itos don't flop? Well, they do. I mean, they're going to pop right back up. That's the difference between the Itos and the Herbaceous. The Herbaceous will flop even if it doesn't rain, and they'll kind of stay down. It'll be really hard for them, even when they're dry again, to pop back up. But I'll show you what's here just so you can get a picture of them. But they are definitely, I still have some buds that haven't opened. So if there's, as they open, you know, maybe tomorrow, we're going to get a warm stretch this week, I'll film again. But I will post a photo of them. I think I had 20 blooms or more on each of these plants here, and there are 3 here together. So they just look gorgeous. So let me just show you the blooms. So they're all leaning right now because of the rain, but there it is. Look at that bloom. I mean, here's my hand. Whoops. Here's my hand holding it. And that's not even the biggest one. You know, they're just all so gorgeous. And this is like a small one, a small bud in comparison to most of them. This bloom is a little passé now, but it certainly was gorgeous. And, you know, you can see that a lot of them from the heavy rain now. Here's a good one. They're just so beautiful. So I also wanted to tell you that these Ito peonies are very expensive. So at some nurseries, you can pay $120 for one plant. That Bartzella is more of the most common, I think I mentioned it before, most common Ito peony out there. And I found these at my local hardware store, but I saw them at Home Depot as well for $40 each. So the year I bought these, I spent on 3 what I would have spent on 1. I think that year they were going for $100 each, the Itos. Now they're $120. This year I bought some more. They were $120 each. My husband doesn't know. He just sees the bill in totality. He doesn't know what one plant might have cost me. So, anyway, that's another story though. Anyway, I think that they're beautiful, and I think that if you want Ito peonies and you love yellow and it fits into your garden, at the beginning of spring, go to your local Home Depot, because I bet you'll find them. And I didn't see them at Lowe's this year, but definitely at Home Depot. And you could, you know, have an Ito for about $40. And again, planted in full sun. Don't bury the eye. Keep the root a little bit higher. Don't put mulch around the base of the plant. Fertilize with 10-10-10 in the fall, and then again in the spring. And in 3 years, you should have a plant that will last you a lifetime. The Itos can get up to 30 blooms per plant, so they're beautiful. I mean, like anything, it has its time, but from the start to finish, I mean, they're still blooming. So I would say I get a good 2.5 weeks out of the Bartzellas. And then I still have the herbaceous peonies blooming. I picked some Sarah Bernhardts, and you know, they're not blooming. They're fully bloomed. I'll walk you over there. But they're all flopping. I had to stake them. Every year I say, note to self, find a better staking system, because all the peony stakes that I've used are not tall enough. My herbaceous peonies get really tall. So here they are. See them? And I've got stakes and supports and grid stakes, and you know, I got all sorts of stuff in there going on to hold them up. And yeah, they still flop. So that would be a good invention if someone wanted to. I'm sure it's out there. If you know of a way to stake your herbaceous peonies with a tall stake, I'm thinking tomato cages next year because, yeah, the grid system, maybe the grid system on the bottom to get the stems to come through, and then maybe a tomato cage also. I don't know. If you have some comments or some creative ideas about how you stake your peonies, put it in the comments because I'd love to hear about it. I definitely need to do something different next year. See you in the garden.